something that I've felt particularly drawn to speak about for a while, and that is customizing your accessibility and your mobility tools. I know that many of you feel really comfortable with using your tools as they are, but for me growing up, I found using a cane as a blind person terrifying. When I was 5 years old, I found out I was blind. I was diagnosed with oculocutaneous albinism, and I didn't know what that meant. I was taken to a disability organization. I was handed a white cane, very much like this one, and told it would make my life safer, better, and solve all my problems. I was terrified. At 5 years old, I thought anything that was new or different was scary. I thought anything medical in any way, in terms of equipment, be it wheelchairs, crutches, canes, all of that was terrifying to me as a child, because it wasn't how everyone was. I didn't understand why I needed this tool when no one else did, because I didn't understand at that point what being blind was. I thought everyone experienced the world the way I did. And at that point, I didn't know there were other options available to me. I can't tell you how many times I went out and tried to hide the cane. I was always trying to pretend it wasn't there, because it wasn't a part of me. It was something that I was embarrassed about. I was uncomfortable, and I thought that when I was different, that's why people didn't like me. That's why I was getting teased at school. That's why I didn't fit in. Had I known there were other options available to me, like Barbie pink, I wouldn't have been nearly as ashamed. I probably would have shown all my friends and been really proud to have a pink cane. But instead, I was given something that is the symbol of blindness and told, that's what you get. That's what you have to use. Nobody ever told me that it was okay to be uncomfortable using mobility aids. It was okay to feel that bringing something new doesn't have to feel good right away. It takes time to accept who you are, what you need, and how you're gonna get there. That changed the day I got my purple cane. I wasn't a symbol for blindness anymore. I was a person with a neon purple cane. I was a person who had something unique and individually made for me. I took it out and I felt way better just knowing that it was purple. I liked to accessorize my purple cane with my purple shoes. And I started noticing that the people I came in contact with seemed to act differently than they did before. Whereas when I used the white cane, everybody seemed to think I was incapable, incompetent, and constantly in need of help. Now, all of a sudden, people thought it was interesting. People wanted to know where I got it. People didn't assume anything. They were genuinely curious. So suddenly, it became less of a burden to take out because I didn't feel like it was something so foreign. It had a little piece of me. My colorful personality was reflected in my mobility. And there are so many ways to accessorize your accessibility and make it fun and unique to you that I never thought about till I started going through the journey of self-acceptance with my disability. So I want to talk about some really great ways that you can accessorize your accessibility, you can find functionality in fashion, and that you can have fun with your mobility tools. It doesn't matter if you can't see colors. If you still enjoy color in your life, go for it. You can get custom wrapped canes in just about any color imaginable. I'm gonna link some really fantastic organizations down below that do custom wraps, that do custom colors, that you can get fancy grips and all kinds of things that I didn't know were possible until very recently. Not only can you accessorize a white cane, you can do that with walking canes. You can do the same thing with walkers or wheelchairs. There are many companies that do shields for your wheels in custom prints or crocheted colorful patterns that you can put on your spokes. You could put LED lighting on your wheelchair and pretend you're Tron. Whatever reflects you best, you can embrace that and make that a part of you. So finding ways to make my life easier by taking some clinical or medical equipment and making it unique to me really made me more comfortable. You can take anything, and it doesn't matter what your accessibility or mobility needs are. You can make them your own. For me, I can't go outside without sunglasses. Lights are excruciating. Sitting in front of these ring lights is horrible, but I do it because I feel it's important to talk about. When I was shown what the standard is in terms of sunglasses for people who are blind or visually impaired, I'm sure most people will have a picture of the gigantic black sunglasses with wraps. I'll pop a photo up here if you'd like to see one. I thought they were hideous. They didn't reflect me as a person at all. I am a woman who really enjoys fashion, who wants to be put together, and that didn't gel with who I am. So instead, what I did is I got some custom sunglasses. I found some really cool frames. They've got really wide sides. They're really big and chunky, but they're a cool shape. They do the exact same thing as the medical version, but they actually cost less, and I feel they reflect my personality and what I want to present to the world better than what I was given initially. I have to wear hats when I go outside because look at me. I am so pale. I'm albino, and that's not a joke. I'm actually albino. My burn time is 5 minutes, and let me tell you, burning your scalp is horrible when it blisters. So I have to wear hats. So what did I do? I don't want to wear something that doesn't reflect me. So I make the hats a reflection of the statement I'm giving at that moment. I believe there's a hat for just about every occasion.
Whether you're cleaning up the yard, enjoying a picnic with a friend, socially social distancing, hello, or a tea date just for two.
And it's okay to make a statement. I get compliments all the time for the ways that I make my accessibility my own. I didn't like feeling that I was a symbol for something that at that time when I was growing up, I wasn't comfortable with. I not only changed how I viewed using my mobility aids because I know that it's incredibly important not only to stay safe, but to let others know that you may need help in different situations. And if you're cool using the standard equipment, I am not knocking that. I just want to make something that tells you that it's okay to make it your own, to accept it, to internalize it, and to get creative, because that's what helped me. And I'm hoping that it can help someone else who's struggling to accept their situation. I know we've talked about a lot of physical ways that we can accessorize our accessibility, but there are so many ways. It doesn't matter whether it's adjusting your home location. It doesn't have to be ugly or medical. You can find fashionable, functional ways to make your space unique to you. I understand that price can sometimes be a problem when you're trying to make something accessible, but you don't have to break the bank. My custom cane costs no more than the standard version, so you can get creative and make it your own on a budget. If you can't afford a new cane, you could spray paint it. If you want to accessorize your wheelchair, you could put some twinkle lights from the dollar store underneath. You could wrap yourself in ribbons or get some jewels from the dollar store. Just make it your own, and it doesn't have to be fancy, and it doesn't have to break the bank. I wish somebody would have told me growing up that it's okay to feel uncomfortable, and it's okay to look for other options. If I was using a cane at 5 years old, I would have walked into way less than I did. But no matter what your accessibility needs are, there is an option. I hope that you can tell me in the comments down below all the ways that you've made your life accessible. And it doesn't matter how big or small your disability is. There are ways we can talk with each other, we can build a community, and we can support each other to find new ways to make accessibility not only functional, but fun. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope everyone in your life is staying safe and healthy, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye for now. When I got my first purple cane.
There's a guy walking by now.
Socially social distancing. Hello. I feel like such a moron.
Did you get it?